Coach, 3 matches under your belt, 3-0. Your overall evaluation of the team?
So far, so good. I think we're playing decent volleyball. I think it was good to be on the road to play other teams and not just train against ourselves. So far, so good. I think they're doing a nice job of implementing some of the things that we wanted them to do, and I was overall pleased with the weekend.
What did you learn about the team?
We still have a ways to go. I mean, although they were all 3-0 sweeps, we give away a lot of points that we need to take care of, and I think part of it will be maturity and part of it will just be playing more matches. But we can fine-tune a lot of different things, and so far I'm okay with the effort. I think the effort is good. I think they care a lot about the result. We just need to be a little bit more crisp.
Talk about the back row. What did you see from that group?
I think if I just look at film, it's improved since last season. I think they're doing a nice job of tracking down some balls. The pursuit's okay. We pass awfully well at times, which helps us side out. And we're going to keep getting better. I think the more information we have on other teams, it makes it a little bit easier to get kids in a good position to make a good play.
Ariel Scott, what makes her so good? Why is she so effective?
I think it's mostly because she's pretty physical. She's a big kid with a good arm. I still think she's got a whole nother gear in her that she hasn't tapped into yet. I use the analogy of a sports car. She's got to hit the clutch and shift and go to a whole different place. And I think she has it in her. We saw glimpses of it last year. I think we need it more consistently this year.
Bring Stanford, Texas in, and Florida, playing Stanford on Friday to open things up. What does that mean to the program, not only for this team, but big picture-wise?
Well, I think it's you want to play the best teams in the country. I think Stanford and Texas are undoubtedly in that mix. Hopefully they'd say the same thing about us, that they think it's playing a quality opponent in a tough gym on the road. For us, it's a measuring stick. We want to see where we're at against some really, really good teams, and can we do it on back-to-back nights? So much of the conference is the ability to play well on a Friday and then come back and play well on a Saturday. So, Stanford and Texas are storied programs, incredibly well coached, great personnel, give us a lot of things to worry about, and we're going to have to be awfully sharp.
When you look at these two teams on film, beginning with Stanford, what's the biggest thing that stands out?
Athletic, high volleyball IQ, incredible freshman class. They've done a great job recruiting, as Stanford always does, and a lot of depth. So, if someone's having a bad night, they can go to the bench and bring in someone who's equally as good and effective. What we have to be able to do is play calm, stay within our system, feed off the crowd, make plays. And I think that going into the match, we got an okay feel of what they're going to do. But, it's early in the season. A lot of it right now is guesswork for both teams, and we just want to compete hard and play well.
You touched on the crowd a little bit, but what's it going to be like for the girls to come in here, full house on Friday night, big match like this? What's that going to be like?
I think it'll be a crazy environment, which is good. It's what you come to Penn State for. The town's talking about it. The people here are crazy about volleyball, and it's a very important sport. I think they're going to do a good job of we'll play hard. I think sometimes what we have to do with kids when the environment gets that big and the match gets that big is keep them steady. I don't know if there's anyone better in the country at keeping a team loose than Russ. I mean, he's a legend, and he knows when to tighten it up and when to be a little bit loose. So we'll be as prepared as we possibly can be. That's his MO. We'll do a good job of making sure we get the kids ready, and we'll go from there.
Finally, your keys this weekend. What are you hoping to see from your team against these two opponents?
I want us to be steady. I want us to compete really, really hard. And I want us to fight. The one thing I want more than anything is for them to come out with an attitude that we won't lose at home. And if we play as hard as we can and we compete, we're good teammates, we stay steady. Stanford and Texas are going to hit some big balls. They're going to do some stuff that's really physically impressive. It's worth a point. You roll the ball back, you side out, and you keep just fighting and fighting and fighting. And if we establish that about who we are, and that's our identity early in the year, I feel great about what it's going to mean in the future.
Thanks for your time. Best of luck.
All right, cheers. Good to see you this weekend.